Ashton United TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after the home defeat against Lancaster. Steve, how do you sum that one up?
Yeah, it was a tough one in terms of result, because when you look at the previous two results as well, it looks like another hammering, but I certainly don't think it was that. In terms of chance of the game, they were certainly the best team first half, and I think they were probably the best team we've played here in the first half, with how they sort of press forward, and they look really lively with the numbers going forward, and considering they're a team with nothing to really play for, bar as high a finish as possible, they look really good, and we just didn't match their energy, their numbers, and you can tell we just look shot at the moment, and whether that's confidence and legs and lads with injuries, I don't know what it is, but the last three results just isn't us, and then you don't need to be playing a team like that are full of the energy, and then they're putting you on the back foot. So we just said to him, look, I think at the moment, second half, we went to an uglier game, which isn't what I really want to do, but we've ended up scoring off it. And sometimes I think that's where I've got to look at myself and go, you're not going to be able to play the perfect game plan all the time, and we're going to have to mix it up a little bit more. But we've got to be nasty, and we've got to be a little bit more uglier. So we've had a good chat in there. We certainly haven't given it them, because they've had that for the last two fixtures, and I feel for them a little bit. So we're just going to regroup. We've just got to try and get to the end of the season, get a win on the board, and then hopefully when you look at on balance of play, if we can go and win our next two, which at the minute doesn't look like it, it could be 6 wins out of 9, so it's not a bad way to finish. So we've got to regroup. We're going to have a beer together tonight, and hopefully take that into Tuesday.
You mentioned the last two, they're moving it into Tuesday. 2 games left. What are we looking for in the last 2 games? Is it more the results that matter, or is it a case of let's plan for next season?
We're going to have to try things with certain players now, because we are, I mean, you could see we didn't have Jack Mackay, we didn't have George Milner, we didn't have, Bairdy pulled out in the warm-up, so we had to change things there, and that's no excuses for the result, because it certainly isn't. There's enough quality in there to try and turn that result around, and for large parts we did do that. So I'm looking for him to take some of the second half into the Tuesday. I think Tuesday and Saturday we've got 2 competitive games who are all fighting for something, so we've got to find some energy. I'm just looking for performance just to see the season out. I want to finish as strong as we can, just to put these last 3 results to bed, because it gives a lot of people who don't watch us ammunition to be able to say whether it's a sinking ship or something like that, but that comes with the territory. But I am looking for the players to just show a bit of courage, be brave, and just show a bit of pride and finish the season strong, because we've still got a load of paying supporters that are still supporting us, and I think you can hear them in the clubhouse now, which is fair play to them. But we've just got to finish the season strong, and there is a clear message. We are going to a pre-season when we've only took over 14-15 games ago, so once we can get to the pre-season and really have a good go at it, then hopefully that's the real sort of Ashton United under myself and my management team. There's been some really positive stuff, by the way, even in the last 6-7 games, but we've got to start understanding the uglier side of the game, and that's something I'd like to see in the next 2 games.